What's up, guys? Dave Van Auken with my main guy, Aaron the dog. How is everyone doing? Aaron, what's up, brother?
Hey, man. Another week, another card. Fantastic card on Saturday night, especially if you watch the prelims. If you just watch the main card, sorry, but I don't feel bad for you.
Yeah, you're kind of right. So back to UFC 259. It was just my biggest one was Dominic Cruz. I hit that. I'm not going to lie. I went yawn right before. Didn't go my way, but I feel good about it. I feel good. I was on the right side. Shit happens. But, and then the main event, I was dead wrong. I'm man enough to say it. I was 100% on the Izzy bandwagon. And then still not off, but just I didn't think it through the weight and the moving up and just how tough Jan is and the veteranship and all that wrapped into one. And I take it now.
It's always obvious afterwards.
Chico's
coming in to say what's up too, but
Chico's the money. That's the real money maker right there.
Chico is a big fan of Jan Dog, man. I just was thinking about it, and we'll talk about it on another podcast. But
another show.
Jan is incredible. That's all I'm gonna say.
UFC 21 now this weekend. We rotate. We just keep the churn coming. We going. There's like 5 to 7 fights I really like on this card. It's a building card. It's we're gonna build contenders. We might be able to superstar through this card. But the first fight we're gonna hit on, the first fight prediction, we're gonna go the very first fight on the card, early prelim. Make sure you don't miss it. I'm talking about the Vanilla Gorilla Jason Witt, 18-6 overall. A little bit of an underdog here versus the 7-2 Matthew Senelsberger. Minus 140, not a huge favorite, but is a favorite. Let me put the stuff on the screen. There's fight prediction. I got the share. We're big time money now. Boom. Jason Witt, Semelsberger. Aaron, take it away, my man. Which way you leaning?
Semelsberger, I'll start with him.
Okay.
So his UFC debut, it was against a guy who I don't rate at all in Carlton Minus. Carlton Minus is honestly one of the more slow and not impressive guys I've seen in the UFC last year. If I made a list, he'd be on there with some of the heavyweights we've gotten to see, those low-tier heavyweights. But he went in there. He looked pretty good. He didn't get a finish, however, against a guy I think was completely there to be finished.
Right.
And the odds were even. It was a straight pick 'em between him and Carlton Minus. And then all of a sudden we go to this next fight, and I saw the opening matchup, and I thought for sure we're going to see Witt as a favorite, minus 150 to minus 200 favorite. I look, and he's the dog. I'm very confused here. Witt has 24 fights. This is going to be his 25th fight. Semelsberger has 8 pro fights. He's lost 2 of them. Lost to a 3-4 guy. He lost to a 0-0 guy. And I'm just failing to see, other than that, he's a very, very big welterweight who used to play football and is a hard hitter and fun to watch. Why exactly he's a favorite over Jason Witt here? I get Jason Witt has had some chin issues. His UFC debut on very short notice against Saito took the right straight to the jaw and went down. But, I mean, that does count, of course, and he's been knocked out prior to that as well. Against Cole Williams, he looked like a savage. And that was a guy who had a full camp. And, I mean, I get Cole Williams is not that great, but Cole Williams, 11-1, had some experience against some higher-level competition than Semelsberger's had, actually. And I just think that Semelsberger's used to being able to kind of physically be stronger than guys. And I don't think there's many guys stronger than Witt in this division, actually. It's all about if Witt can't get hit. That's really what it comes down to. I think Semelsberger is KO or bust here, really, and that's not enough for me to have him as the favorite. I see Semelsberger being able to dominate with the grappling and most likely push to get a ground and pound or submission finish. I think both are in the cards, but I think this fight takes place with Semelsberger on his back a lot, and I don't I'm not sure he can stop the takedowns or crack him before he gets to it. So I love the dog in Witt. Not a big dog, but he's a worthy dog. So I got Witt all day here. I think it's going to be a finish of the ground and pound variety.
100% agree. Guys, we're going to tip the curtain off a little bit. We sometimes, Aaron and I, we talk about what fights we want to do. And usually I like that him and I disagree on fights because we can bring two different angles. And sometimes it helps maybe Aaron or even helps me when he breaks it down. So we love kind of disagreeing sometimes. It's part of the beauty of it. This one, him and I are 100% agreeing. And I think one reason why I really want to talk about this fight was just really put some spotlight on Jason Witt, the Vanilla Gorilla. I like him a lot. I like where he's at. Let's talk about he's with Glory. We saw what they're doing with Tim Elliott.
Very true, yeah.
We're seeing what Glory does, except everyone against Amanda Nunes. You know what I mean? Like no one beats Amanda, so you can't take that away. Cole Williams, that is a nice win. That is easily the most impressive win on both guys' lineup.
He had a 10-8 first round as well before the finish in the second round. That was a 10-8 nearly, I think, if I remember correctly, they were talking about it being a possible like 10-7. He absolutely obliterated him on the ground there. And Witt was only a minus like 150 favorite, I believe, in that fight. I know Tapology says minus 180, but I don't remember him being that high of a favorite, even against Cole Williams. I remember breaking that fight down. And Witt was my favorite bet on that card as well for that fight.
Really?
So, I mean, they're putting this as the opener for a reason. I think they're expecting one of these two guys is going to put on a performance that ends in a finish. That's my opinion. I think the under 2.5 is a great bet as well.
I love it. So I love it. I think Witt, and I like there's multiple ways I can see him standing and banging. I can see him wrestling. I can see him grappling. I can just see Jason, the Vanilla Gorilla, winning this fight 3-4 different ways. Of course, he could win it early. I don't think that's a bad call at all. But I feel like I know that I think Jason can go 15 minutes, cardio for days. They really,
experience as well.
Yeah, experience. He's been around forever. He's in a great gym.
Triple the experience.
Right.
And Jason Witt still, a young man. I mean, he's not, he's not. 34. Yeah, he's not at this 36, 38 range, but it's like at the same point he's made these mistakes. I think he's been able to learn against them. Just about everybody he's lost to has been of decent, decent reputation as well. And I just don't know enough about Semelsberger to make him a favorite in the UFC at 6-2 or with a Carlton minus one.
And also, one thing I like about Witt is I feel like he is in a really mature spot, and I feel like he knows how important a win is. A win is, if he wins this fight and wins 2 in a row in the UFC in the welterweight division, one of the best divisions there is in the organization, he's probably guaranteed to end his career in the UFC. Like, that gives him probably another 4-fight deal, unless he goes on like a legit 5-fight losing streak. And I don't think that will happen, right? Because if he's beaten these Semelsberger and Cole, he will fight a couple more of these guys. I think he finishes his career. He sets his family up for the future. I like Jason Witt a lot right here in this spot. So that's our fight prediction. I'm going to go with a second round TKO, Jason Witt. I hate saying that because I heard you say it. I don't want to copy, but I do. A ground and pound. I can just see him on top, mounted position, doing work. Krause is yelling at him, elbow, elbow, elbow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. I think this one's going to look very good for Witt, and I think that get it while it's a dog, because when they weigh in, he won't be the dog, in my opinion. I think this is one that will flip as the smart money comes in throughout the week. So by Thursday, I'll probably be talking about a favorite in Jason Witt when I break this fight down with Brian Battle again. He's back. Not a 2.5-hour breakdown, maybe, but we might go 2 hours. Who knows?
There we go. Hey, I don't even have to plug the commercials anymore. Aaron, the dog, is doing it now at the end. Guys, be safe out there. Put your money on Jason Witt. You will thank us later. Dave and Aaron with Fight Bananas.